it's me, Reese. It's 12:24 a.m. and I have been on testosterone 9 months and 3 days. There really hasn't been any changes, any major changes anyway. It feels like my voice is pretty much evened out. Facial hair is still there. It's all there. Body hair still disgustingly thick everywhere. Not thick on my back, but still it's there on my back and I don't like it. This is actually the second time that I'm doing this video, and I've been asked about what my status is with my ex, Brandy, and the status is this. She no longer is in Portland, Oregon anymore, which is a total different story for another day. And that's her story to tell, not mine. She is currently dating somebody, so I'm happy for that. But I have expressed my intentions towards her, as far as I told her that if and when she ends up finding herself single again, that maybe her and I can give it another try. That maybe we could try giving it another go. And there wasn't any major resistance. Mainly, the answer that I got was "we'll see," which is girl speak for let me think about it and I'll let you know. But it can also be girl speak sometimes for it's gonna happen. Just gotta wait it out. So I'm just gonna wait it out, and I'm still gonna be your friend. I'm still gonna be here. I've also had questions about my most recent ex, Jenny, up in Aberdeen, Washington. Jenny and I are no longer together, and I think the straw that broke the camel's back was the issue of us moving in together. I was not ready to move in with her. I'm not ready to move in with anybody right now. The difference between that and the current situation that I'm living in right now is that my roommate, she lives her life. She has her own space and she stays in her own space. I have my space and I do my own thing. We both live under the same roof, but we're not up each other's asses 24/7. You know what I mean? I tried to convey the best that I could in as many words as I could, as gently as I could as well, that I just was not in a place where I could easily or stably or be stable enough to take on the responsibilities that I would have had to have taken on living there with her and her 2 kids and her parents. I just got out of a long-term relationship, which I was with Brandy for 5 years. I think the first relationship that you're with someone after you break up with someone after so long excuse me, is always the hardest. So there's that factor. And the fact that I still wasn't over Brandy, and I'm still not over Brandy. Also played a role in that too, because the way I look at it is like this. I don't want to shortchange anybody. If I'm saying that I want to be in a relationship with you and that I want to move in with you, I'm saying I'm completely over my past. It'll come back to haunt me from time to time, but I can deal with it. I couldn't deal with it. I just couldn't deal with it right then. I couldn't do that and be a family man. As much as I really wanted to, as much as I really wish that I could have been able to just get over my own things and be the man that she needed me to be. I couldn't ignore the fact that I just was not ready. So she suggested that we take a break. So we took a break, and then everything just kind of came to a head, and she said she doesn't want me to speak to her anymore, so I'm giving her space and not speaking to her. But I was honest with her and told her that I wanted to get my stuff together. I wanted to be stable enough within myself before I moved in with anybody, before I get into a relationship with anybody. I told her that it's not that I don't want to be in a relationship with you. I do. I just cannot, for my own sake, for my own sanity, and to the detriment of our relationship. If you want any sort of salvaging of our relationship, I need to work through what I need to work through here first before I move there. Because she lives out in the country, and I would have had no access to pretty much anything. And I would have felt trapped, and I would have felt caged, and I tried expressing that to her the best that I could. Didn't exactly go over well, but that's okay. What's done is done, and looking back, I would have brought up the subject a little better than the way that I did, but I'm glad I got it out, because I had to actually talk to one of my friends first to get the balls enough to even tell her what was going on. My anxiety was bad, major, wicked bad for like 3 or 4 days. I had insomnia so bad to the point to where I hadn't slept in like 80 some odd hours, or close to that. And I couldn't function. I started to push her away. I was already starting to resent her, and I was already starting to resent myself. And I was trying to convey that, and I was trying to do it in the best possible way, so that way she wouldn't feel like it's her fault, because it wasn't her fault. It was my fault. It's not her fault that I have issues that I have to work through. And I told her straight from the beginning, I'm bruised and battered and shattered, and I have duct tape holding me together right now. And I'm gonna fall apart. I'm gonna need space. I'm gonna need time. I'm gonna need to get me together. Don't expect me to be father of the year or boyfriend of the year, right off the bat, because it's just an unrealistic expectation of me right now. Yet, to a degree, it felt like I was expected to be that anyway. I started to feel claustrophobic. I started to feel smothered. I started to feel choked. And I literally pushed her away. I stopped touching her, not consciously, but just subconsciously. I stopped touching her in any sort of an intimate fashion. When she brought up sex, it didn't appeal to me. Because quite frankly, I really just wanted to, I really wanted to just curl up and be in a little ball and just cry, but I couldn't cry. So with all of that piling up and everything else going on with trying to get on SSI and everything else, it became too much. But as you can tell, I'm still in Portland, still in that purple room, and I'm still living here with Red, and I love it. The house is drama-free. We do have our problems, and we do try to work through them the best that we can. We do have some financial strains right now on both of us, and we're living from whatever to whatever, just trying to survive. So, yeah. But anyways, this is going on 13 minutes and I've been rambling, so catch y'all later, okay? Be good to yourself. Catch you on the flip side.